Dandum diska.
And economy no a different kakra. And nyoma tomuno. I don't know whether it because a higher capital in India. Normal quite on the high, so or they compare any other region. It will kromuha. But there are economic difficulties or memua. But rich Senken, yes, sir. Kotoko has 300 cities at VIP. 50 cities popular stand. Kenya de be a chiri subia. Auntie, I will not want to waste time.
Sure.
Member Semetina Kumasia, especially on the cost. Member Semetina Kumasia to say, I did be bored on grind. Member Semet Mayas idea. Rich, you see, from the purely technical perspective, I think, sir, Kotoko Jao Muja Ogum Kwaino. I want the positives, I want the negatives on the Kotoko team ahead of the Haas game.
Okay.
Haas, Kura Ouattara mua till this time, no. I want the positives, I want the negatives ahead of the Kotoko game. Mami starting free Kotoko. Ogum had a solid record against us. The own street is almost so. Yes, a kind of Ewukrano, Nenye Kuntumre. Ogum had his problems, but when it comes to super class games, Rich, he was on top of us. Do you know what that means? The pressure ebe Karim Zito. Because Rich, me Kotoko fono. Sir Karim Zito and Shaza. The first voice you will play Monday, I Kotoko supporter can say, match you can Ogum Mese.
Nko pamoni e den.
That is the first thing. Now, this season, yay, Rich. Zito, Eddie Dreams, as has a Legon Stadium, which was a game that was supposed to be Haas home. And to be a source of career, Zito, until goes Ayala, Haas, my many dreams crashing. What's it mean to me for Kotoko? I will do it. And those are the dynamics, no. Now, say, I no crazy. Rich, Kotoko players, you know, I warm me up to Zito in a different way. I'm on the rest of the games, you know, for Zito, no, I different, yeah. Rich, me sure say Diana Diana will be the Aztec. This will be the match. Okay. So much say, Ogum Kono Muko, you know, they are bouncing with Karim Zito. Rich, this is the match. Now, Ouattara on to me Kotoko. On to me.
Because a president cap ni say.
Democracy cap no.
Democracy cap no. Kotoko apam ni players na koto new players.
Rich.
So almost say no.
Rich. Kotoko has atwaso 4.
Nhyira FM.
Yen kan si so. Kotoko has atwaso 4 times. And nobody go game we no. And Ouattara, yeah. But Rich, say Ouattara person attaining narrative now. Especially from voice ya boy from Opare. It means say, look, no matter do be can for Opare interview ya boy uno. Look, Opare is doing a proper PR for Ouattara for this match. Rich, ahead of Kotoko Haas. Do you expect the Haas communications director to wave into the argument of uncertainty around Ouattara? No. He should be emphatic. Sir, Ouattara is the right man for the job. Send your bear has him no. Ebenya na sumdue. Sir, empenyim for tayechi. Let's go and execute this job. And I don't blame Oparekra. But the message to Ouattara is Rich, the record against Haas bitters rivals no. Cool. And say Obenya any time to change our narrative now. It is this game. Taika say, Rich, idea deal with football is to beat a certain coach twice in a single season. Say, I know Crescent Karim Zito. The dreams Abesha Ouattara will fear. It will be embarrassing to watch Karim Zito change teams and still come and beat you again. Rich in coaching wise, Mama Kasamwe. So Ouattara elusu to Kotoko. Rich. Any Ejana has four supporters associate Pamono. Rich a big blaziama, he can survive.
Entity, wait, entity, Sana. And Franco Sunday. Kobe?
Yeah.
So what he has look PR or Parado. I say it doesn't make football sense. Second, I pump the coach in tea. Oh, yeah, has one also has some pump the coach. Also for one reason.
Say no correct. No correct. You don't just sack a coach because we are sacking a coach.
There is what number.
But say me all can say yes on saki because we are sacking it. And you know tina so sack a coach.
Na say utie has fans na am say. Say Kotoko no kra na league aye kan was mo mutimi gibi no. Ono ne si ni coach no so do dem man no enkoyi. Na wo has na mathematically e come say we league no mutimi nje no. Say wo coach da so te won mo dia. Ene wo ye die team.
I say last league ni aboy we nti bi overtrain season ni India no sacking the coach. Ogope coach. O saki coach say won ni coach. Kotoko ni coach. So Karim go sporting director. He's just a stopgap.
Yeah.
Nti oni coach ebi ono beto no boss no penny substantive coach straight no be preseason no ko. Ebi ko no benya coach kan say no nya coach. Nti I agree with Opare. Which the super class no on Sunday ever telling me one thing about Ghana football and then one thing about Saye 2 clubs we. I think say for the past 10 to 15 years 3 points in the super class no and share nyade ehu hia sa. Because at the end of the day, you have super class, you have 3 points to decide who wins the league. Super class is very interesting when a game a winning league. But at this point in time, you won't also change 3 points in the keke. Clubs to me to an extent a struggle on the table, just 1 point away from each other. It's for the bragging rights of the fans, very important on the day. And me medical can say Karim Zito may not win the Ghana Premier League. For FA Cup there, he has to win it. But league, everyone teaming with it. But at the end of the day, I saw Kotoko fans know the bragging rights that they so deserve. Send me my chance for and penny and power because yes, idea. What's a cool coach now still to me shame? Also, what to players they say to still to me shame there. Then what have you done? Marriage, even apart from Karim Zito, any Ouattara as a coach. When you go and you pull up the data of Accra Folk versus Kotoko, in the last few years, Kotoko have generally been triumphant. House of Folk as a club. Ubekaya from the later days of Coach Samuel Wedu. Hearts were beginning to struggle. So Mushia Kotoko. Okay, the famous Omoko Accra some Dove will be Omoko Tono Gates Nano and all of those stories. Still, Kotoko manages to get the win. And so has and Shane here. This season we know Obabe share the first thing. Some Shane Biema. Rich Kotoko Sabeda has so. Okay. And one Shane never be annual dinner. Kotoko eba benya from Hearts of Folk say Ochini Bia or Sheno. Ochine Sheno. In terms of the form guide, Kotoko about draw Mienu in the last 5 matches. We lose Mienu. Last game against Adriana Panoche. For Accra Hearts of Folk. And also your inconsistent performance are 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. My catchers are also for home performance now. Ana anything that you can even say anything about. Has he both years more of ye? And on the Kotoko game party be I say a home game party Kotoko some level of advantage easier. She has last 5 home games about. Oba against Kerala and a ball draw. Obo will fear against Mediama or she Mediama 1-0. Alternate field boy against Nations share 1-0. Alternate field boy against Dreams share 1-0. So constantly has it in FIA. I say BB especially be him with what they are doing. But really, so many more season and your BB kakre then they need to beat Kotoko.
Sure.
They need to beat Kotoko.
At least.
I think in terms of experience, household players that can change the game and win it for them.
Sure. Never trust them.
bɛrima wo dwonso ne mu pae ebi kam ɛyaw ne mogya edi akyira ana wote mpampan ɛwɔ wo dwonso n'akyi ensansa gu bɛrima no ho adura